Why did Jin reveal a fact in Italy? Jungkook cries. HYBE has yet to speak. Why would a world-class star like Jin suddenly choose Italy as the place to reveal a major fact, while on the other hand, Jungkook is seen crying and HYBE remains silent? This question is now shaking the public, especially ARMY, who are still searching for the truth behind the silence of the big agency. A moment that should have been filled only with professional activities suddenly turned into a global spotlight, raising speculation about internal relationships, business dynamics, and emotional consequences that cannot be ignored. The public was shocked by Jin's decision to speak openly abroad, specifically in Italy, far from his group's homeland. Questions arose. Is this a form of personal courage, a media strategy, or a signal that there is a big problem that can no longer be covered up? The choice of location in a country known as the center of fashion and art is no coincidence. In the context of public communication, every detail has meaning. Bringing a sensitive issue to the international arena can be interpreted as an effort to ensure that the message is not only heard in South Korea, but also on the global stage. Jungkook's reaction, unable to hold back his tears, reinforces the public's perception that what Jin revealed is no small matter. For fans, the tears symbolize how heavy the burden has been carried by the BTS members. Although Jungkook is known to be professional and rarely shows weakness in public, this time he seemed unable to hide his emotions. Many interpret the tears as a form of helplessness when the facts that have been kept secret are finally revealed to the world. On the other hand, HYBE, as the parent agency of BTS, chose to remain silent. This silence further adds to the tension. In the entertainment industry, a no-comment attitude is usually a crisis communication strategy. However, HYBE's silence this time is considered a failure to quell speculation. The public believes that the longer they delay clarification, the greater the space for rumors and conspiracy theories to develop. A big question arises: is HYBE really not ready to provide answers, or are they preparing a safer narrative to maintain the company's image? The fact that this event took place in Italy also adds a layer of analysis. Italy is often seen as a symbol of elegance, freedom of expression, and a neutral space for public figures who want to speak without domestic pressure. In other words, Jin seems to want to ensure that what he conveys cannot be suppressed or controlled by internal forces in Korea. This shows that the message has significant weight, not just a spontaneous outpouring of emotion. ARMY's reactions are divided. Some believe that Jin's move is a form of courage to protect his colleagues, including Jungkook, who looks so fragile. Others believe that this moment may have been deliberately used by the media to exaggerate the issue, so that Jungkook's tears are twisted into something more dramatic than reality. However, both those who believe and those who doubt are equally trapped in a space of uncertainty due to HYBE's silence. This phenomenon shows that the global entertainment industry is no longer just about music or performances on stage. There are internal dynamics, business contracts, and personal pressures that continue to take place behind the scenes. What happened in Italy could be a symbol of the explosion of long-suppressed problems. Thus, the public is not only witnessing personal drama, but also the bitter reality of how the entertainment system works. Now, the focus is on HYBE's continued attitude. Will they continue to choose silence, or will they finally speak up to ease public anxiety? Transparency is the main demand, because every second of delay only increases doubts. If this agency fails to provide a clear explanation, it is possible that public trust will erode, even threatening the global reputation that has been built over the years. This event is also an important reflection for fans and the wider community. Will we just accept the narrative presented by the media, or will we dare to think critically that there may be another layer of truth that has not been revealed? Jungkook's tears and Jin's courage in Italy are just the tip of the iceberg of a larger problem. The public's job is to respond to it carefully, without swallowing every piece of information that circulates. In a world full of communication strategies, sometimes what appears on the surface is only a small part of reality. Jin may want to say something deeper than just an ordinary confession, while Jungkook with his tears may be showing a human side that has been tightly wrapped up by popularity. HYBE, with its silence, now holds the key. Will they explain, or let this mystery become a stain in the history of BTS's glory? However, behind all the emotional uproar and news coverage, a more fundamental question arises. Is this event really real, or just a fabrication designed to attract public attention? Why did Jin choose Italy, and why should Jungkook's tears become a symbol highlighted by the media? Is this really a reflection of a bitter reality, or a sensational narrative deliberately formed to provoke our curiosity? In today's digital age, information circulates so quickly. Short videos on TikTok, interview snippets on YouTube, viral uploads on Twitter, and articles from various online media often appear without adequate verification. The question is, will we as viewers just swallow every piece of information? Or will we dare to question the motives behind its dissemination? If there really is a big fact that Jin revealed in Italy, why is there still no official recording, complete transcript, or open statement that can be used as strong evidence? Jungkook's tears also cannot simply be used as a measure of truth. Couldn't an artist's emotional expression arise due to many factors, ranging from fatigue, personal pressure, to situations that are not directly related to the issues reported? Are we willing to make tears an absolute proof without thinking about the context? Or are we trapped in media framing that deliberately highlights that moment to lead public opinion? On the other hand, HYBE's silence also opens up room for speculation. However, in the world of crisis communication, doesn't silence sometimes mean not an admission, but a strategy to wait for the right time? If HYBE is indeed preparing a narrative, the important question is, a narrative for whom? For the global public, for ARMY, or to maintain their business stability? Are we too quick to interpret HYBE's silence as a sign of a big problem, when it could just be part of a corporate tactic that has been trained to deal with sensitive issues? Let's think further. What if all of this is just a hoax deliberately polished into dramatic news? Doesn't the global entertainment industry often use controversy as a marketing strategy? Are we sure that every viral issue does not have a hidden interest behind it? If so, who is actually benefiting from this commotion? Jin, Jungkook, HYBE, social media, or all of us who unconsciously continue to prolong the discussion? We also need to ask ourselves, why are we so easily carried away by emotions when we see video clips or read bombastic news headlines? Is this a sign that we prefer sensation over facts? Or is this proof that the media has really mastered how we think and feel? It is important to remember that the information currently circulating about Jin in Italy, Jungkook's tears, and HYBE's silence mostly comes from snippets scattered on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and other media. There is no guarantee that all of these sources present the whole truth. The question is, will we allow ourselves to be controlled by unverified pieces of information? Or will we choose to be skeptical, wait for official clarification, and try to find the truth with a cool head? Sensation is easy to attract attention, but critical reflection is far more important. We must ask, does this news reflect the facts, or just an illusion created for the benefit of certain parties? Are Jungkook's tears really a silent witness?